A Chicago-based real estate investor is on a mission to help families who want to live near the best schools but can't afford to buy a home in those zip codes. Sean O'Dowd created the Scholastic Capital Fund. It's an effort to purchase dozens of single-family homes in the best school districts, then rent them to families who would not be able to fully purchase the home.
And Sean joins us now. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, I didn't know this, but there's a law in real estate that says you cannot use the quality of the school to market the property. Why is that, and why does it not apply to renting?
Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, it's one of those situations where different families have different criteria in terms of how they think about where to live. On the rental side, it's a significant factor in terms of how people decide where they want to live.
I see on Zillow, though, it always says District, 135, or does it, you can't do that, or you can put the information out there, yeah?
It's a good question. It's one of those situations where there are rules, there are laws, to your point, but I guess the question is whether or not there's enforcement there. To your point,
sure.
There's a lot of agents do that.
And maybe there's a loophole that allows you to do this for families that maybe don't have a big down payment on a house in a district that has good schools. But what happens when the local government catches wind of this and says, oh, maybe we ought to close this loophole? Have you thought about that?
Yeah, it's a great question. So to that point, it's a question that we work with our whole team on to figure out what's the best way to be thinking about that situation.
Because I would assume in some suburbs, you can only have a certain number of rental properties. The people that own the property have to live in the home. Are you running into that kind of thing?
Not that we've seen. There are some
Okay.
HOAs, for example, that have that policy, but it's not something that we've seen specifically from a zip code level basis.
So our viewers want to know what areas are you talking about that have great school systems that have places where they can rent? What are some of the ones on the list?
Yeah, it's a great question. The headline is the vast majority of the high-end school district areas in the country specifically, but also the entire region of the upper Midwest, they're 95% owner-occupied, which you can see pretty easily if you look at tax return data, who's claiming the homeowner's exemption. So there's a lot of people who want to get into these areas, but they're shut out. They do not have the ability to, say, pay $200,000 for a down payment, but they can't get in there. So,
but you're not saying what community, are these all in the North Shore? Do you have some in Hinsdale? Are they spread out?
Yeah, so they're spread out across the upper Midwest. I can't say the exact names of these schools just to protect both tenants and our investors, but it's areas that you would expect to see for high-end school districts that maybe aren't the most accessible to everybody.
So you get a bunch of investors together to buy these properties. You're planning on buying at least 50 this summer, is that correct, in Chicagoland?
That's right.
And so what if the people that couldn't afford the down payment, they default on the rent? Does that default to you guys? They're paying you guys the rent?
That's right. We're taking on that risk, and that's part of the part of the name of the game here. If we're working with and we're trying to do this, trying to make these homes and areas more accessible, like we take on that risk.
And so if there's an influx of people to community A, now you have more students, now you need more teachers, maybe those taxes go up and it is no longer affordable to you. Have you thought about that?
Yeah, it's something we absolutely have thought about, and there's a couple of different paths that you can go down in that situation. But the name of the game at the end of the day is we want to help get people into these school districts. And if that means we're in a situation where property taxes go up, then we specifically might have to pay more, but we can still get these families into school districts.
So their rent, they're going there because they want their kids to be in school for X number of years.
Correct.
Is their rent locked in, or if property taxes go up, are you going to raise the rent on them once they're in?
We sign multi-year leases with our tenants because tenants are coming to us typically for high school. We see our tenants move in when their eldest child is about to start high school. We'll sign a 4-year lease.
And if people are interested, they can go to scholasticcapital.com to find out more information. Is that right?
That's right.
And you can follow Sean on social media. Sean, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.